Hey, welcome to Palermo. And if you want to find out what they normally don't tell you about the digital nomad lifestyle, follow me around Sicily. Who gets to do this before work? Who gets to live next to a beach? Sorry for the shitty lighting, it is still the middle of the night. Going to the airport and flying to Sicily today. No makeup, so my skin can breathe, and comfortable but chic travel clothes.
Wir ersuchen Sie daher, Ihr Handgepäck auch bis zu Ihrem Vordersitz zu verstauen.
Ausgenommen davon is me. Please don't pack me under the seat in front of you. Thank you. Now on with the video.
One myth that I definitely want to destroy. You do not have to have a YouTube channel or an Instagram page, and actually you don't even need your own business. I'm employed and I'm okay with that right now. You can also be an employee and still have a job that doesn't require you to go to the office. Or maybe it's a mixed version where you go to the office once a year or twice. I work remotely in a software firm in sales, and in my job I rely on social capital, and it's what eventually sells the product. And part of that is, one, they have a real need, and two, there's a relationship, there's trust, there is a human connection, and I do that online. Isn't that incredible? Just like I'm speaking to you now and building a relationship with you through the camera, it maybe isn't the same quality of relationship that we are going to have, but it's a different quality, and it works for me in my job. And I'm sure you can think of some creative ways in your job. You can maybe have this conversation with your boss, say, hey, how often do you actually need me here physically? I have a full-time job, like I'm working 8 hours a day, sometimes more, sometimes a little less, and it's quite demanding. So I do need some quiet space, I do need good Wi-Fi, I do need to be alone to have conversations with my clients or my team. And yeah, you have to make that possible, and going into a new place all the time and constantly making that possible. Maybe not the easiest thing in the world, but it's so exciting also. I think everything comes with ups and downs, and this is definitely one of those things. Currently, I am enjoying the perks of being a temporary digital nomad. Maybe I'll make this like a full-time thing. It's intriguing, but it's also kind of sobering in a way to discover, yes, it's actually quite strenuous, at least moving around a lot. Another thing that comes to mind is that, yes, I have to be on the same time zone as my clients and my team. However, if you're, for example, a software engineer you're doing something else that doesn't really require any contact with people, of course you can be in a different time zone. If you have this kind of agreement, that may be a constraint in where you can go, but you can still comfortably see half the world. Like on my time zone, I can work in Europe, in Africa, and like the whole north and south of Europe, and then I can even go as far as to Asia, because if I would be in Asia I would just work in the afternoon. Of course I have to figure out what works for you. So I'm currently employed in my home country. I have my residency there. I have to pay taxes where my residency is at, and I have to be there for 6 months out of the year, but for the other 6 I can move freely. And you actually can also save cash by that. If you earn in a country that will make you more money than you're actually spending, I wouldn't recommend doing that over a long period of time, because you have to like really watch out for the legal components here, and I'm speaking for what is legal for me, and I don't know about your situation, but there's certainly always a way. And yeah, you can figure it out too. And I am going to say this, I am really enjoying this a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. Hallo. Das ist das Update. There we go. Look at this. It's fantastic. Fantastico! Me busted. It had certainly not been the easiest day. There's a lot of things that were coming up and had to be tackled, but that's also great. It keeps me on my feet, and I appreciate the outcome of this day, positive and negative. But it's also been great to have like a change of perspective of things. Traveling to different countries, always just fucking fascinating. Sicily is stunning and loud. As we've been arriving today, we didn't get too much work done, but that should change tomorrow. Buongiorno! I'm on the way to check out the local beach. Let's go. The coffee was so good. It's just incredible. I'm really the luckiest girl in the world. Yesterday was so busy when we arrived, so I feel like just today, I have just arrived here today in this life here. So that's fantastic. Mediterranean or Caribbean, I am not sure. Woo! Good day, sir. You look very dead. That was definitely so refreshing. I think I'm going to be very productive since the water really just wakes you up, and I'm not a morning person. Not at all. Everything is just so pretty here. So pretty. We're trying to stay in the local neighborhood and not the tourist traps at the beach. Of course we are tourists, but we want to shop local and live as much as like a local as possible for us. Of course it's not entirely possible, but yeah, we're definitely the only foreigners in this quarter here, and yeah, prices are cheap, people are open and nice and loud, and yeah, it's just such a different experience. I've been both, and definitely this is more exhausting because you're generally just always challenged in a new cultural context, but it's also more raw and pure, and the other one is more pleasant, more vacation-like, but I definitely prefer this one. Now I'm on the way back and I have to go to work. It's too beautiful to go to work here. Anyway, just look at that. How crazy is this? I'm just so mesmerized by flowers all the time. There are so many cats here. It's heaven for a crazy cat lady. Maybe me. The smell. A smell of gas and burnt trees and eucalyptus, but it's a very unique mix, somehow intriguing and delicious weirdly. And I love the weirdness in Sicily too, for sure. Everyone just doing whatever the fuck they want. And now back to the video, my beloved HDHDers. It's marvelous here. It is just fantastic. This is Sicily. The water is salty in Sicily. I love it. Okay, enough of the babbling. This part of being a digital nomad is just fantastic. The afterworks and the weekends that you get to explore where you are, and you have this beginner fresh set of eyes, and you explore everything under this unique lens that after a while of living somewhere you discover different things, right? You go much deeper. But this fresh novice beginner curiosity fueled mind that you have right now is marvelous. It's also very exhausting, but it's marvelous. You don't have to travel full time to do this. You could have a home base and then just travel punctually for 2 months out of the year. I don't actually think that you need a lot of money, more money than if you would be stationary, because 2 major reasons. If you're stationary, you are going to accumulate so much crap that you don't need. If you're constantly on the road, you almost have to be a minimalist. And the second reason is that if you don't have a permanent bill to pay, a permanent rent or water, electricity, internet, if you don't have this permanency of money going out. This is Catania. It's very beautiful here. It's not just traveling and fun. It's a lot of it, but it's really not just that. Traveling that's normally associated with being absolutely free and off of a lot of responsibilities that you normally have in this occasion of a digital nomad, it's not completely free. I think about it at work. I am exchanging messages and emails even when I'm not working, even outside of my working hours. I still have an 8-hour workday to follow, and sometimes it's a 10-hour workday, and then the sunset at the beach may already be gone at this time of the year here where I am at. And of course the evenings are off, and of course the mornings I can wake up somewhere else. This been showing the whole time. And sometimes it's a 10-day work day. Okay, I have to change my shirt. It's not just fun and games anymore. You do now travel with a responsibility that you normally leave at home. You always have your work in your bag wherever you go. I still am writing messages and emails from the beach. Still schedule the rest of my stay or the next travel that is coming up. There's always something that there is to do, and that takes away a little bit from that full travel experience, that where you can just fully immerse yourself into whatever is right here, right now. But oh my god, it's so beautiful here. We just came down from this volcano that is now behind those trees over there, that shed this beautiful lava that you see here, and it's mesmerizing. The colors, the dead black, pitch black, and this vivid green, it's stunning. We did the whole tour and it was just marvelous. We could smell the fumes and we could walk around the craters. We have a day off today and we did this volcano tour, and yes, these are the perks. If you are at home, okay, you may still do something cool, but this may not be your backyard. I can't help but talking about the disadvantages with putting the advantages into focus. I am very convinced of this lifestyle, and it's fucking awesome. This is amazing here. It's blue. No one's here. It's fantastic. Okay, now this is the part where I should be talking to the camera.